Okay, how we doing today? I've been getting a lot of questions and people basically saying, okay, I followed your steps on Craigslist, how to, be professional, stand out a little. Just, I've been pretty much given the basics of Craigslist. I guess this will be like 102 class. Well, basically, you understand how Craigslist works and how you can be successful. But now it's kind of how to actually take it beyond the basics and how to distinguish yourself. Okay, now I'm going to also go into when you should be doing it because time counts. But before I even get into that, I'll say step one, you want to distinguish yourself. You want to be different from everybody else on Craigslist because there's literally millions of things posted on Craigslist every week. So if you want to stand out from the crowd, you have to take steps. And it's basically three ways you can do that. Either A is the price. You can be the cheapest person on Craigslist, but for me, and I'm usually among you probably can find one person, maybe two people cheaper because I do buy a lot wholesale with computers, cars, whatever, electronics. But the thing is, you don't want to get in a bidding war. You want to use step two, maybe knowledge or the extra service that I provide. A lot of times, like I'll just use an example, like $150. There's really no reason why any laptop should sell for about $150 or $135 being the lowest if it has certain specifications. DVD player, wireless card, CD burner. No laptop should sell for under $130. I know I said 135, rethinking it maybe about 130. Because A, you have to, I tell them that, I actually used to have a store paying $1,500 a month. I had a computer business, and they'll ask, is this an at-home thing or your actual store? And I'll tell them, I used to have a store paying $1,500 a month. And what happened was with the economy being as bad as it was, I was saying that most of what I was doing was service calls. I was actually never in my store. So I was pretty much spending $1,500 a month for no reason. So now without my store, my prices are much cheaper because I don't have a lot of overhead. 9 out of 10 people will take that and run with it. And they see how knowledgeable I am. And like just that right there just distinguishes me from the average person. They automatically see that, okay, he knows what he's talking about. He used to have a store. And they feel more comfortable with me. And also, I tell them I've been doing this since I was 8. I tell them my knowledge, the jobs I had, like a small, I don't go all into my resume, but, I tell them I did this, the IT, and then they did computers in the military. I managed school districts, computers, and networks. I also did this for DirecTV. I just show them my background, A+ certified, computer science degree. These are the schools I went to. I went to SDU, went to Navy College. I'm just naming some, so that distinguishes me. So basically, if you see a guy selling a laptop for $100, I tell them like, okay, it could be some soccer mom who got a virus and decides to sell it. Now look at my computer, my laptop, the same laptop where you have a fresh copy of Windows, so you don't have viruses, spyware, or old files slowing your computer down. And actually break down to them, even if you've never gone online with the computer, just using files, every time you access a file or a document or download something, a file is created to link to that on the hard drive where it's set. It's called indexing it. It indexes the hard drive. Think of it like a room where you might put a piece of paper in the room or a file cabinet. Now, if you have one file cabinet in a room, you can get to that file cabinet somewhat easily. But when you start to have 300-400 file cabinets, now remember, no matter what you do on a computer, a file is created. Imagine if you had 300 file cabinets in a huge room, it may be harder to maneuver around the room to get from one end to the other end. So when you have one file cabinet, you probably can get to that room in about 2 or 3 seconds. But when you have 300 file cabinets, it may take you 30 or 40 seconds. It's the same with a computer. When you're indexing an undefragged hard drive or an older computer, the more you use it, the slower it gets. I mean, just the average person and even a computer tech understand that, and they know I know what I'm talking about. So I'm validating myself. I'm giving them examples of what I did. Or even with cars, you could say, well, I'm a mechanic, so once again, would you rather buy this car for $3,000 from the soccer mom, and next week your transmission goes out? Or would you rather buy this car from a CSE certified mechanic that completely checked out the car? And if you do have some issues with it, either I can help you out, or I can send you exactly where you need to go. Sometimes I give warranties to make people feel more peace of mind. You know, if it's $150, if it's that cheap, I don't offer a warranty. I tell them. They say, hey, does this come in a warranty? I say, not for that price. But when I do warranty it on laptops, I make it really easy. I warranty the hard drive, the RAM, and maybe like the CD-ROM. Just things that cost $10 or $20. Us computer techs know what I mean. So if a hard drive goes out in 30 days, you know, I have other hard drives anyway. I have more RAM anyway. I have CD-ROMs laying around anyway, so it's nothing for me to pop another one in. But this customer is feeling more confident, especially with all the scamming going on Craigslist. It really separates me. Or the extra service that I do. A lot of times if I'm installing a laptop, people told me, like, wow, your laptop comes with so much more, software-wise. And I'm not saying put on, you know, software piracy and all of that, but a lot of times if you just have a laptop with just Windows on it, customer wants antivirus protection, which you can get freely. I have other videos showing, you know, antivirus prevention and software to go to get that. You could watch that now if you want to see that. But just having antivirus installed on a computer, maybe having some type of Word document installed on a computer, those little things, a DVD software, so they can watch the movies. You have a DVD player, but it's no good if you don't have a software. And once again, with freeware and with VLC, I'm not paying for anything. The same with cars. You can say, you know, the oil's been changed. You know, you could say that I put Freon in the car. A bottle of Freon costs $5. So you're telling them all this extra work, all this extra service I'm putting into the car is distinguishing you. So it's just those little things help to really separate you from everybody else. So the other thing you have to do is justify your price. You know, a lot of times the first thing people try to do on Craigslist is offer you something. And especially, once again, going back the laptop for $150, I say, well, look, if I know the lowest price on Craigslist is $120 or $130, and if I'm selling it for $130, and if I am the lowest price, I tell them, well, what are you going to do? Either you're going to buy it with me, or we're going to go to somebody else and pay more. So what are you going to do? Well, I only have 100. Well, that's your problem. If you want to buy any laptop, the cheapest laptop in Chicago you can buy is $130. What are you going to do? You're either going to buy it or you're not. And 9 times out of 10, they take it. If you have great service, great product, then it's not hard to sell things on Craigslist. But it's the people that take those laptops and they try to get $300 or $400 for them. You know, that's helping me because it's making more people come to mine. And I may make less of a profit each sale, but I'm selling more, so I'm making more money in numbers. All right, sometimes put a link showing on eBay, hey, this same thing is going for twice as much, or this same laptop is going for $150. You may want to be careful with that, because if they start searching around on eBay, they may get something for even cheaper. Yeah, that was the win. So you always want to put a link to a price, so you're justifying your price, and you're showing them that you've done the research and you see what the price of this is going for. And lastly, the time actually matters that you post the ads on Craigslist. The most people go on Craigslist on Friday morning, Friday payday. Friday is when people are getting money. Thursday night is when they're thinking about it. So Wednesday, Thursday, I'll say Thursday and Friday mornings. Those are anytime Wednesday, the evening, you want to set it up with your Google Talk number. Set up everything for Thursday or Friday when most people will be getting paid. My best days on Craigslist are on Friday. And you never want to put your listings too late and never too early. Probably about between, I would say, 8:45 and 10:30. Cutoff time at around 10:30. And the other thing is, you could post multiple listings on Craigslist, and I know what you're thinking. You're spamming. They don't want you to put the same thing up. But if you're a computer tech, or if you are a car vendor, or if you are a videographer, or whatever you're doing, you could offer slightly different products. Like, I may not just have one. I never just have one laptop. So I may put one up on Friday, or one up on Thursday, one up on Wednesday. They're all different. One's a Sony Vaio, one's a Dell, one's a HP. So people are seeing me. They're seeing my brand. They know when they see that 95th and Western, they're dealing with the same guy. And they can say, hey, I could tell this was you by the way your description. And, I put that in my descriptions with my antivirus protection and with I say, hey, just don't buy your computer from anybody. You don't want to buy a computer with a virus. And just like with the virus video, I'll go into what could happen if you had a virus with identity theft and what's the point of them making a virus. I ask them those questions. And then a lot of times when I get calls or email, I send the people to my video so that they can see. A lot of people ask, why do I do these videos? How am I making money? Well, even on Craigslist, when I have people that just ask questions, if I did a video about it, I say, hey, what's your email address? And I can send them the video so they can see me, clean-cut guy. See I'm not, what kind of scam artist is going to take hours out of your life and make, 10, 20 videos and have it just to rob you, That'll be an elaborate scam. So, they feel more comfortable, so I can demand more money. So there you have it. That's my tips for Craigslist. You guys take it easy and be blessed.